What if I told you that you could do something right now that would have an immediate positive effect on your brain? It will increase your focus and attention and make you more agile. And it will protect your brain from the diseases like Alzheimer's, dementia, and depression in the old age. What if I told you that you could do this for a lifetime? You can do it every day, all your life, and its effects will last for a long time. Would you do it? I know I would, and I have been doing it since last 7 years every day. Isn't the background awesome? Peacock. Yeah, you got the right idea. It's exercise. In September 2016 issue of Time magazine, Dr. Mark Tarnopolsky said if there was a drug that could do for human health all the benefits that exercise does, it would be the most valuable pharmaceutical developed ever. What is up everyone, this is Kshitij Guglani. Welcome to the channel Kaizen. I hope you are having an awesome day, and today we are gonna talk about exercise and its effects on the brain. So allow me to tell you a story about a boy struggling through medical school to get good grades and using exercise to do that. A medical student has to study for endless hours. He also has his passion, the fitness. He has been into fitness since past 5 years. But he also has to study human anatomy, physiology and biochemistry, which is interesting. But during exams, he had to give up exercising. He was studying day and night. Yes, he learned a lot and his knowledge expanded, but he was frustrated, anxious and stressed out. After exams got over, he gained 7 kgs of fat and no abs and muscle loss. He was depressed. He made a promise to himself to get back in shape, and no matter what, he will never give up exercising. Next semester, next university exams arrived, and no matter what happened, he ran, he jump roped, he did yoga, home workouts for at least 20 to 30 minutes a day. He gave no excuses and did his best to be regular in exercising. Result, his learning ability exponentially increased. Focus and attention was better, and mood. He was happy to learn and read, and stress, anxiety and frustration, there was no sign of that. What about the grades? Skyrocketed. The neuroscientist Daniel Volpart in his TEDx video says,
"We have a brain for one reason and one reason only, and that's to produce adaptable and complex movements. There is no other reason to have a brain."
Let me illustrate that with an example. Take koala bear. Koala bear lives on the eucalyptus trees and eats only eucalyptus leaves. It derives all its nutrition from the leaves and doesn't need to move much. Earlier in evolution, it had a pretty big brain. Later, when its diet became less diverse, guess what happened? Its brain shrunk. So less movement means less brain is needed. It is the same as if you don't buy a $4,000 laptop when you need it only for browsing internet or checking social media. In the book Spark by Dr. John Ratey, he talks about all the benefits of exercise on the brain. He describes the term the smart jock. In his research, he found that students who exercise just before studying outperformed their non-active counterparts, given that they studied for the same amount of time. So let's talk about the effects of exercise on anatomy and physiology of brain. In this video, we are gonna talk about 2 key areas of the brain which are affected most by exercising. First is the hippocampus, and second is the prefrontal cortex. Now, hippocampus is related to your long-term memories and events that lasted for a few moments, for a few seconds or minutes, but you remember them as it was yesterday. When you close your eyes, you can relive those moments, and these memories are ingrained in your brain. For example, your first kiss, the moment your child was born. Hippocampus is related to these emotional and long-term memories. Now, prefrontal cortex is related to the decision making and personality and attention and focus of the person. When we exercise, chemical known as brain derived neurotrophic factor BDNF is released from the brain. Recent researchers have found that when they sprinkle BDNF, brain derived neurotrophic factor, in a petri dish on neurons, new branches appear on the neurons. This means that brain derived neurotrophic factor increases the number and size of neurons in the brain. Recent researchers have found that exercising increases the size of hippocampus and prefrontal cortex. Exercise decreases the net amount of cortisol during the day. During exercise, a stressful condition, your cortisol level rises significantly, and thereafter the amount of cortisol decreases throughout the day. All these researches and findings have led to the following conclusion. Exercising is the most powerful and transformative thing that you can do right now for free for your body and brain for the following reasons. First, immediate effects of exercise on your brain and body. Increase in neurotransmitters released from the brain. Neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, noradrenaline. These are responsible for the mood boost after you work out. Mood elevation, release anxiety and stress of any kind. Second, it helps in shifting focus and attention from one task to another quickly. Enhancement in focus and attention span lasts for at least 2 hours after workout. That's why it's best for exercising before going to work or getting down to study. Finally, research has also shown that exercising increases your reflex reaction. That means you can quickly feel like Spider-Man just after an intense workout for free. Second, long-term effects of exercise on brain. First, hippocampus. It increases the size and volume of hippocampus. It forms new cells, which means better learning and better forming of new memories and long-term memory. Second, due to brain-derived neurotrophic factor also increases the size of prefrontal cortex, which is related to better attention and focus, better personality and better decision making. These effects will help you build a stronger brain with bigger prefrontal cortex and bigger and stronger hippocampus. This is important because in old age, these two areas are the main target of neurodegenerative diseases. These like Alzheimer's and dementia. Now, I'm not saying that with exercising regularly you're gonna cure these diseases, but you'll have the strongest and biggest and best brain you can have, so that these diseases take a longer time to occur, to kick ass for a long time even in your old age. Now ask me, Kshitij, what's the minimum amount of exercise for you to get all these effects, all these benefits for your brain? You don't have to be a fitness freak or a triathlete like me. In the book Spark, Dr. John Ratey concludes that first, you need to exercise for at least 20 to 30 minutes 3 to 4 times a week at a pace that you could maintain for an hour with a sustained feeling of somewhat hard is enough for the release of BDNF, brain derived neurotrophic factor. Now if you like this video, then hit the share, hit the subscribe button and comment down below. Ask any fitness related or medical related question. I'll try to answer them, and share it with someone who you think will be helpful to, and if it added value to your life, then smile. Remember, all the world's strength and power is within you. You can achieve anything you want in life. This is my design.